Last year, when we ordered our front door, we also managed to order 2 internal doors, 1 sliding door, this one, that will close our kitchen and living room. We quite like how it turned. It was installed in the end of January. And the other door, we'll close that section on the first floor, that one.
We match that door to the external door.
Yeah, we like that design. We'll use it for all internal doors. This matches very well our front door. Front door was installed by another company, but for the internal doors we used the same company that installed our windows. We are quite happy the way they work. They are very reasonable price-wise, and the people that come to install the doors work very well, very clean. This is one of our conditions. So with these 2 doors, when we start renovating the other part of the house, we'll be able to close so the dust does not come in the kitchen and in the other room. Hopefully this design of the doors will replicate in the other doors. Not sure about the bathroom. I think they don't have that model for the waterproof doors, but for here, with the company, we agreed that this door that leads to the second floor will be the same design, but they will make it a sliding door or drsna vrata. So I think this will look nice when we manage to finish that part. For now, we still don't have anyone that will do the bathroom. This is quite nice. Watch this.
It's very nice.
And another miracle in our house, washing machine.
Oh yeah. 21st century luxuries.
Yeah, after a year and a half without washing machine, finally all the pipes are connected down to the water and we are able to wash our clothes at home, not in a public laundry, like we've been doing this so many months.
The bathrooms, we have a small issue to find a company that agrees to do everything. Most of them offer to do half of the job, and after that we have to search for someone else to put the tiles, which for us is not working very well because we want one company to do everything.
Now with what they did here, when we order our kitchen, we just have to connect the faucet here and we'll have water in the kitchen. That section of the pipes on this part of the house is completely new. The other that connects both bathrooms has to be renovated, but we still don't know when it will happen.
Anyway, the first floor is probably 90% done, except the bathroom and the corridor. The corridor will be probably the last thing we fix, as there will be a lot of work and there is no point to put tiles or anything else.
Here we were actually thinking to engage the same company to work on the bathrooms, but when they came to connect the washing machine, this is actually washer and dryer, they had some small issues, some leaking, and we had to wait 1 month, someone to come to fix it.
More than 1 month in the end of all, I fixed myself the leaking here on
But
this
downstairs?
side. But downstairs I didn't have the proper tools, so we had to wait probably 40 days.
I think it's actually acceptable. I mean, if they make the installation in the other part of the house and there is some leak, should we wait 1 month someone to come to fix it?
Yeah, especially if it's in the wall. Will be very nice.
And if you find it here later in the wall.
These lamps should be replaced as well. We installed them, but we don't like how it looks because they're very small and somehow don't match the interior at all.
My initial plan was here to have some industrial style lamps with directional light down in the middle of this space. And when we bought this thing, we thought the fitting is in the middle. But when the electrician came, he put it and I saw it as, oh my God, it's not what I thought it is.
We'll be using this probably somewhere, maybe in the office or I don't know, second floor. But for now we left them because we can't find anything better in Slovenia. Unfortunately, most of the things here have to be ordered by catalog and we have to wait weeks. So maybe we'll travel to Italy or Austria to see if we can find something better.
You just see a picture of something, but
yeah, it's always better to see.
In reality,
Yeah,
is
exactly.
it nice? I mean, sometimes the material looks cheap.
And not all producers attach installation scheme to the lamp, so you can see how this can be installed. Like this lamp, we did not know that the installation box is on the beginning of the lamp. I expected it's from the middle, but it wasn't the case.
Unfortunately, most of the models here are black or golden. This color scheme does not fit at all our silver handles everywhere on the windows, on the doors, and white windows. So I don't have anything too much with these black or gold lamps. Not to mention that especially the gold version is quite kitsch, in my opinion as a designer. Another small change we made here is to replace, that part of that door was white. We replace it with glass, so more light gets into the room. And it's the same company that replaced the windows. As I said, they are quite nice and we will use them for all other doors. We won't make more experiments.
Yeah, I'm very happy with them as well. Here and there we installed smart bulbs to make our life easier. So when you travel somewhere and when you return the house, they switched on automatically.
And finally, I also continue with grouting here. This room is completely ready. It's all right, it needs another cleaning, but I think we are done here. I continue in this room. 2 days ago, I did this part.
You see the difference?
Yeah, it looks quite nice.
These are finished. These are unfinished.
Although some places we see we have some mistakes, but it was our first time and I think we did quite good job. Although on some places I have to repeat the grout twice. We have a little bit bigger gaps and when you put the grout it sinks a bit. So you have to repeat it, but it's not an issue. I have plenty of time.
This is probably something that only you will see. We visited a few shopping malls to search for some materials and I noticed that there the tiles are so funny. So I mean, huge differences and not very well leveled.
This color we chose, the brand Cerakote Fugabella 05. We only bought 5 packs. When I started working, I saw it won't be enough. We called the company and said, oh, it's out of production. So we were, what?
Yeah,
Fortunately, we managed to find in another company small quantity that will be enough to
Actually,
finish.
I bought the last 4 packs, I think.
But we wanted equal tiles on all floors, on the first floor. And can you imagine to put different color of grout, it will look ugly.
Could be interesting, some accents.
So this is a lesson learned, to buy more material that we need, because you never know, it might be out of production again. So in a minute I'm with my working clothes, and in a minute I'll continue with this room. The weather is shitty outside, it rains, so it's good to work inside. I mix very small batches of grout, just because I want to have time to use it all. That's why I use this small bowl. But the material we use is very little, so you don't need a bucket. This is quite good brown. I've made this before with another brown. It was got crumbly. This one is quite nice.
They have very nice colors and it's easy to work with the material. And because my wife is into the details a bit too much, she repeats all of these joints to make sure they're leveled, but I should say it just gets really very nice. Really
I'm
nice.
quite obsessed with the quality. Something that most of the guys that do tiles can deliver because they work for money and they are always in rush to the next order. So they will not spend the same amount of time I spent.
You repeated some of the tiles 3-4 times. I don't think if you hire someone who will spend so much time to fix these small joints.
Nobody will.
No.
And if I ask someone to repeat part of them, he'll probably say, no way. I mix the grout a bit runny because I want it to sink in these big gaps, not to stick on the surface, just on the surface. And this will just harden in depth and will make the tiles even stronger, I think. It's better.
I suppose when you put the tiles, you made some mistakes. Not all of them are perfectly aligned. So we hope we can fix it now.
In our apartment, we had someone to make this, and he just did it once, just on the surface. And when you start using that room and start cleaning, part of this thing just go off. So it's not my idea. I want them to look nice and to be strong. That's why I'm doing it myself. These are my only tools. After that, I will use a sponge to smooth the surface and we'll leave it to dry. When it's dry, I will clean it and I will repeat these parts that have sunk too much. But this part of the room, these are 5 rows, I did it for 1 day. So I hope by the end of this week, I'll be done with this room.
You're working very fast. Unfortunately, when you have to repeat, you have to wait a bit for the material to dry, and only next day you can repeat. That's why it takes a bit more time. But in the end of all, the end result is excellent.
Only when you clean it, you can see you've missed some parts, or there are some parts that are not done very well. But I think every job requires time and dedication. If you want to make it right, you have to spend some time, not to be in a rush. So I hope by the end of this week I will be done with this room, and when we put our furniture and look on these tiles, we know we spent how many months, Milan? A year?
Took a lot. No, not a year, probably 2-3 months, but we stopped for long periods, like 2-3 weeks. We didn't have any possibility to work on the tiles. Realistically, I think we spent not more than 3 weeks to finish bathrooms.
Because you have to work, I have to
Yeah, exactly. We have to travel.
work on the garden. Luckily, our neighbor that gave us all the tools is not pushing us to return the equipment, because without these machines we wouldn't be able to do anything.
That's true.
It was really nice of him, and we can't thank him enough. He showed us how to do these things, and he gave us everything he had in his house. So we are using 90% of his tools. Hopefully when this kitchen is ready, we can invite them on a nice dinner.
We will, of course, of course.
So I'm back to work.
Okay, good luck.
This is the final stage of this first floor, and we will be done with the tiles for some time. I don't think we'll do another tiles anytime soon, unless we find someone to do our bathroom. But you can tell the difference. When you put the grout, you see these black holes disappear and it looks like nice and smooth surface. So when I finish here, we'll clean it and this room will be ready for our furniture. Stay tuned to see what we've chosen and how the room will look when it's done completely. And make sure you have subscribed to our channel to not miss any update. The tile installation of the first floor is finally ready. We finished the grout, we cleaned, and this floor is finally ready to move our belongings here. In fact, this week we are leaving the house, maybe for 2 weeks, depending on how much it will take to pack our stuff. We are renting a van and we are moving our belongings here. This room is ready. If you remember from our previous videos, it was awful. Now, when we joined these two rooms in one large space, it's like open canvas for our imagination. We can start choosing furniture for our bedroom and we can start thinking about our future kitchen. But this will have to wait until we move here permanently. For now, we've been coming and going, working and stopping. But Milena and I are quite happy with what we achieved. We started this house renovation in July 2023. We can't wait to live here on the first floor and start renovating the second floor. I think Mickey is also anxious. Every time we open the door on the second floor, he runs here and he likes wandering and exploring the new territory. Can we show the other room?
Yep.
Where we put our avocado trees.
The other room is ready too. It's nice to see empty room. Won't be for a long time, but for now it's ready to be furnished. I think the doors also worked very well.
Last few days I've been busy trying to mask the marks on the walls, all the spots from our tile installation, but everything now is okay and we cleaned, so everything's ready.
I think we're ready to move.
Aren't you, Mickey? Are we ready to move here?
Mickey's ready as well.
But you don't have sofa yet. Where are you going to scratch my nails?
He has history. We just need to move it downstairs.
He actually behaves very well and uses his tree to scratch his nails. So for now, he didn't do any bad things. Just that.
For now.
What you've done here? Huh? I think it's your doing.
Oh, he's talking?
Mickey? What? You travel with us when you take our stuff. So prepare yourself. I know you don't like traveling too much, but there is no one that can look after you. So you travel with us. So this week we are going to get our boxes. We'll of course film our travel and our moving process. So if you're curious, just watch our channel and subscribe.
That should be even more fun than renovating the house. A lot of stuff to move here and it's a few thousand kilometers to travel. But yes.
But we'll close one 10-year chapter of our life and we'll start a new one.
Absolutely. Okay, watch next videos and thank you.
And please support us by subscribing to our channel and following us. This means a lot to us.